The world had shrunk to the size of a ditch, a long serpentine scar carved into the French countryside. It was a world made of mud, cold, greedy mud that pulled at your boots with every step. It clung to everything, your puttees, your greatcoat, your hands. It felt like the earth itself was trying to swallow you whole, to drag you down into its cold, wet embrace. Rain was the constant companion, not a gentle shower, but a relentless, soul-crushing downpour that turned the trench floor into a river of filth. It seeped through the sandbags. It dripped from the corrugated iron shelters. It never, ever stopped. We lived like rats in a sewer. The smell was a character in itself, a thick, inescapable blend of wet wool, stale sweat, chloride of lime, and something else. Something sweeter and far more sinister. The metallic tang of blood never quite left the air. We huddled on the fire step, shivering, our shoulders pressed against the damp earth. We watched the grey sky and waited. Waiting was the main occupation here, waiting for the shelling to start, waiting for the order to go over the top, waiting for a letter that might never come, waiting for it all to end, one way or another. The days bled into one another. There was no real difference between Tuesday and Friday, only the slow, agonizing crawl of time, measured in the drip of water and the distant crump of artillery. We saw the sun so rarely it felt like a forgotten myth, a story told by old men in a world that no longer existed. Our reality was this half-lit gloom, this narrow, claustrophobic corridor where life and death were separated by a few inches of mud and timber. We were ghosts haunting our own graves long before the final shovelful of dirt was thrown. This wasn't a battlefield in the way old paintings showed them. There were no grand charges on horseback, no brightly colored banners snapping in the wind. This was an industrial process, a meat grinder on a continental scale. We were just cogs in the machine, small, replaceable parts caught in the gears of something vast and incomprehensible. The landscape itself was a testament to this new kind of war, a broken, poisoned world where nothing grew but the crosses, row on silent row. All we could do was endure and try to remember who we were before the mud claimed us. The uniform started as a symbol of pride. A crisp khaki serge tunic and trousers, polished brass buttons, a smart service cap. We were soldiers of the king, off on a great adventure. It didn't take long for that illusion